Morning viewers, welcome to, I think it's video 17 now. This is video 17 on Ford Escort build. I've been nowhere near Escort for, I think it's 8 months since I last did a video on Escort. All I've got to do basically were sort body out. I'm remaking this video because I set it going yesterday when I started doing body work, and my camera switched off before I'd even started, so I lost all footage of that. But I'll just show you where I've got. If you remember, I put no wheel arches in, and I just welded them in. I ain't done any body work on them or out, so the wheel arches in and all body works now tidied up. Could do a bit of fine fettling before I do finish paint, but I've just filled and got them somewhat like a shape, and I've just put some primer on, some white primer, before all body gets prepped for full paint. Now I've only done that side up to now. That's driver's side. This is passenger side, and driver's side, but worst side at 2. That's why I did that yesterday. So I'm gonna tackle this today. I'm hoping to get this to the same state as other side. I've done sill on other side and all, because sill's still in. Still wants prepping and priming, and then it just wants rubbing down and painting then, and just hope for some decent weather. That sill's in white primer now. So yeah, it's forecast a good day today, so I'm going to finish that wheel arch and sill off. I've a dint to sort out here, a few other scabs to sort out there and there, just knock that back, and yeah, right, I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll bring you back when I've sorted this. Like I say, I'm only going to put this in primer, and then I'm going to order some paint, and then get all lot in some sort of paint. Up front's still in, just in primer. So we're not that far off now. Get it painted, get it in for an MOT, see how we go on. See you in a bit when I've done that other wheel arch. Right, that's majority of body work done. All filler work done. Just wants rubbing down now, and final paint job doing. All in all, for an old van, it's turned out pretty straight, and once it's painted in diamond white, should make a nice van. It's flattered off at the moment because it's a lot of panels are only in primer, but wheel trims are off of it. But yeah, nearly there now, so I'm just waiting for my paint to come, get it all bagged up, all masked up, and that'll be end to that once it's all painted. I've got another project on. I'm not going to go into detail with this. It was just an old bike I saw on Facebook Marketplace. It was a non-runner when I got it. It was just parked up in Edge. Bloke who'd had it, it had stopped working, and it had got issues. What it is, and apparently it's a notorious problem with these. Fuel tap, there, seals go in it, and all fuel runs through carburetors and fills crankcase up. Now when I checked it, this, I couldn't see a line where oil were, and I thought no more about it. Anyway, I got it running and it smoked like an old steam engine, so I shut it off. I decided to do a service, which I'm waiting for oil filter, that's old enough, took off. But when I drained oil out, it just kept coming and coming and coming, and then I eventually saw level of oil start to drop down and come, and my little tray here, it were nearly overflowing, so I had to quickly change that over. And it turned out all fuel in tank had drained into the sump, so it had mixed with oil, because it stunk. When I drained oil, it stunk to high heaven, so there's no wonder it won't run. Anyway, it's a runner now, and I've ordered a readily available seal kit to replace all diaphragms in here, and that stops that happening. But yeah, it's made a nice cheap bike. That, like I say, I'm not going into ins and outs of that. It was just something to keep me. Well, it just come up at right price really. So anyway, waiting for my paint to come now, and I'll crack on with Escort van. Very close to being finished now. See you later on. Right, bit of an update on Escort van, bit of good news for me, and a big shout out and thank you to Barry at Auto Fix Sheffield. He's run me van round to MOT centre. It did have a couple of fails, but it's been down to snagging list, and we've now got where are we? We've now got a full MOT on it. Repair as soon as possible. Only advisory. Battery insecure, but not likely to fall out at carrier. That's because I couldn't find battery clamp after I'd had it all in bits. I couldn't find clamp holds battery in, but I found it now. So I'm going to stick that battery clamp on, and yeah, she's now got a full ticket on her. So it just wants painting now, and that'll be an end to this project. It's gone on a bit, but it's finally done and got a full ticket on. So I'll see you in a bit when I've got some paint thrown on it. Update on what I'm up to with my builds and one thing or another. I've lost plot as to where I were with my videos. I lost a lot of footage working on my Escort van, finishing that off. I lost all that footage. I don't know how, but I did. But in my last videos I've been telling you I've been struggling to buy vans and one thing or another. So to keep myself occupied while I've been waiting for vans to come up, I've been playing about with a few motorbikes, as you know. I haven't been filming motorbike builds because a lot of my subscribers, they're not interested in that. They're only interested in camper vans, which it's my main interest. It's just vans prices have been absolutely stupid. But just up past couple of weeks, well, I would say last month, prices are actually starting to drop a bit. They're not back down to pre-COVID levels, but prices have come down. A lot's been going off in my life. Of course, weather's been glorious. Me and wife's done a tour of Cornwall and a tour of Wales in transit, which we've had some fabulous weeks away. Weather's been great and we've put quite a bit of mileage on that Transit. But I come back off holiday and my everyday car, Ford Kuga, somebody crashed into me and they've wrote my Kuga off, and we've been waiting to sort that out. And I've finally been paid out for Kuga. We had an holiday, and then I come back off holiday, and I've been looking for a runabout. Now cars are a waste of time to me. I don't find them useful at all because they're stuff where I'm always buying for camper vans and whatnot, so they're just not practical. Wife's working from home full time now, so she's got a 4x4, so if we're ever desperate for a car we can always use hers. So I set my stall out on just a little van for running about, but I'm not setting my stall out to convert it to a camper. I have had quite a lot of messages on my YouTube channel, people saying would I do a small van conversion. Now this might finish up being converted, this little van what I've bought, but I set a criteria out for whatever van I bought. It have got to be able to fit motorcycles in bike, only little ones, but so it have got to be 4 foot square in bike, and it have got to be 6 foot long. 6 foot long in bike would, if I wanted to, put a single bed in, and I'd be able to, if I were going a long way to collect a bike, I could always sleep in back at van while I collected it, and there'd be room for me to sleep and collect motorbike or spares or whatever. Ideally I wanted one big enough to carry 8x4 sheets in bike, but once you get into an 8 foot long van, prices go up because everybody's converting them to camper vans. So I compromised and I dropped my length in bike down to 6 foot. So that cut down selection of vans down to, it were either a Fiat Scudo, a Citroen Expert, or no, a Peugeot Expert, or a Citroen, what do they call them now? Same size as Peugeot Expert. Citroen. It'll come to me. Citroen Delivery or something like that. But it's not as big as Relay, but it's that sort of size. And other alternative were a Nissan NV200. I'd seen quite a few videos on YouTube of people converting Nissan NV200. I call them Datsuns me, but it's a Nissan NV200 van. So it were a choice of one of them what I bought, and as it turned out, it was Nissan what turned up. So I bought myself a little Datsun van. I'm going to put windows in it. I've bought windows already. They're all wrapped up. I've not bought opening windows. I've just bought fixed glass in privacy. I'm going to fit them to both at sliding doors because these Nissan NV200s come with 2 sliding doors. And I was lucky enough that the van I bought come with a roof rack. The guy had took it off, but it come with a roof rack. And I'm going to fit this, but this roof rack will allow me to carry 8x4 sheets. So once I've put that on, I'll still be able to carry 8x4 sheets, but still in a little van. So we'll go and have a look at van now. And everything I buy has a story. So this van were it's a one owner from new. A carpenter called John's owned it from brand spanking new. He lived in Chesterfield, but he worked away down south, and he used to get travelling allowance and he used to get digs allowance for hotel allowance. So instead of doing that, he used to live in van. So he stayed in van, and the van itself had little use. All it's done is it's carried his tools down south, and then he slept in it for a week and then come home at weekends. So money what he were getting for his hotel allowance has actually paid for this van. It's 7-year-old, 2015 January, and now he's in a position where he don't need to travel to work or that and sleep out all week. Job with that well paid, it's set him up for life more or less, 7 years. So he sold his van on. Anyway, because he had been sleeping in van for 5 days out of 7, he'd actually fitted a diesel night heater. He fitted a massive leisure battery, a single 175 amp leisure battery, and he'd fixed an inverter because he used to have a television in there and everything. But he's cleared most of his stuff out. He had a blow up mattress where he used to sleep on, he's took that out, but his left heater, his left inverter and his left battery, unfortunately for me, they're all in wrong place, which is sod's law. You can guarantee if a van comes fitted with something, it'll be in wrong place. So I'm going to reuse them, but I'm going to have to move them because they're not in an ideal position for me. Right, we're going to have a look at van. So this is van, Nissan NV200. It's only a 1.5 diesel, 6-speed gearbox, comes with reversing camera. Sadly, it don't have air conditioning and it don't have cruise control, but that's not an issue. But it is a genuine one owner from no full service history. So probably not seeing this very well, but as you can see, it comes with leisure battery, diesel night heater, inverter, and it used to run a little 600 watt microwave off of that. Not microwave, one of them little mini ovens. He used to run a mini oven off it. And his TV, it's put a carbon monoxide detector in there just in case night heater started playing up and made him badly. So what's my plans for this van? Bulkheads coming out. I'm going to fit side windows, them tinted ones what I've bought. I'm going to fit roof rack. Get that roof rack a turn, clear all this stuff out and make it work for me. But the van itself, it's immaculate. Cab, it's had seat covers on since it were brand new. It's even still got plastic film on radio. Plastic film on radio's never even come off. It's still on, look. So that's how original this van is. Like I say, it's got reversing camera and everything. Seats have had covers on from brand new, so they're like new. It's had a cam belt change, so it wants a couple of tyres on front. They're legal, but they're getting down near bone. So that's where we are with this van. So I'll get back to you when I've put windows in and I've moved all that paraphernalia in bike what's in wrong position for me, and we'll have a better look round. See you later on. Right, so quick update on van, show you what I've got done. I've fitted my windows. Like I said, they're not opening, but the tinted glass. Got my roof rack on. these vans do come with sliding doors, which it can't be helped. You don't get a choice. They have a sliding door either side. Good thing is they all come with 2 single seats. So you've got 2 single seats, and if you do convert these vans into a camper van, there is room for you to get down in between gap in between and get into the cab. So if it's raining, chucking it down with rain, and you've made it into a camper van, you can climb down gap and you can get into the bike. I've took that night heater out, which were already fitted. I've took inverter out. This it was screwed and glued, so I can't really take this off. I can take that monitor out if I want. That's only hooked on, but that panel is actually glued on, so I'm going to have to saw through that later on. Like I said, I've left pipes for diesel heater, because if I put one of my diesel heaters in, my exhaust and my gas inlet's already in. That's a split relay which we're already in, so that saved me a bit of work fitting that in. Cable's a bit untidy, how they've wired it up, but yeah, I've not totally got it fixed in my head yet how I'm going to go with this van and what style's going to be, but it'll develop as it comes along. It is for now just going to be an everyday, just my everyday vehicle after Cougar got wrote off. So what I'm thinking of doing, just putting a 2 foot by 2 foot, 2 foot by 6 foot bench across there, and I will be able to sleep in it if I have to go far to pick any bits up or any bikes up or out, and the rest of it's going to be left open for anchoring, for picking bikes up and stuff, and I really need access to them for bolting them down. So that's a quick update. I'll finish this video off once I've made my bed up for this side and made a little unit up for that side. I'll get back to you and show you how it's come on. See you in a bit. Right guys, I'm going to call this an end to this catch up video. I've gone as far as I'm going to do with this little van. I've put myself a little bench in with a couple of doors just to hide any tools out of the way. I've put this one in here because if I ever have to go away, I've made that hatch big enough to take a porta potty, so a porta potty will fit nicely in there if I have to use this for any reason or other. But yeah, not very wide for a bed really, but I've put two hand grips in there so I can lift it out, because it's dead easy to lift out, it's not very heavy. All that's holding it in is 2 screws identified there with that black ring, so it's dead easy to lift out. I can also access my bench from this side, and this is just 6 foot long. 6 foot long. I think it's about 400 high. There's no foam on it, but I can sit on it comfortable, and if I have to pick any bikes up, I've got all that space there to do that. So as far as I'm going with this van for now, that's it, finished. I'm going to leave it like this because it's going to be my work van and my everyday runabout. But like I mentioned earlier, it's only a 1.5 diesel, but I was gutted to find out that even though it's 1.5 diesel, it's 6-speed gearbox, it's 275 quid insurance, road tax. Now, big 2.2 tranny, that's only 275 quid road tax, so I don't get why a 1.5 it's same road tax. It baffles me. And the best thing about it is, engine in this 1.5 diesel, it's exactly the same as engine what's in Nissan Qashqai's, and that's it, Nissan Qashqai 1.5 diesel. But yet they only have to pay 125 quid a year road tax. I don't get it. I think they're just ripping van community off all over gear. But yeah, I hope you like how it's come out for a quick weekend's work. Like I say, it's got split charge relay, but them who's wired it in has not made a good job of riding wiring. So I've got that to neaten up. But I've had enough for this weekend. It's been 1,000,000 degrees in shade, and I've had enough. I'm ready for a lager now. So I can't apologise enough for how long it's been since I did a video. But I've just not been able to compete with price of vans. But they're starting to come down now, so hopefully things will start and pick up again. Plus my Cougar got written off. Weather's been glorious, so I've been using my camper van. Been using it for what I built it for. So thanks for being patient and sticking with me, and keep your eyes out. There might be some more videos to come. Thanks for all your support. See you later.